Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your buddy Pokemon Mike, bringing you the semifinals match between Fred and myself. Fred's roster consists of Eevee, Grimer, Natu, Chinchou, Houndour, Skiddo, Bonsly, and Timber. Now, you guys remember from the last video, I told you that we did a draw for 2 more Pokemon as we got into the semifinals. And Fred picked up Magnemite and Trapinch. Now, my roster consists of Froakie, Zubat, Volibee, Nosepass, Flabébé, Shinx, Staryu, and Litleo, and the other 2 that I picked up were Tortuga and Mienfoo. Now, let's get into this battle. Can we get a thumbs up by any chance for Fred for our battle today? This I've actually got 3 of these. We went the full 3 games. So he put up one heck of a fight. Now, I didn't know if he was going to switch out at any point into his Natu, which was going to have the, what's it called, the Magic Bounce. So I didn't set up Stealth Rocks right away, and I went for the Earth Power instead. I did not see the Magnet Rise coming, and I didn't see him setting up a screen, which was absolutely huge. So being able to get that Rock Smash going, I saw that I wasn't doing too much, so I knew I wanted to get out. But I didn't know what he was going to go for, and I wanted to do damage. It's, of course, naturally what I want to do whenever I'm going to lose battle. So I go for the Volt Switch. I barely took that Flash Cannon. It almost brought me to Sturdy, which, though fortunate, is as unfortunate. So, switch into Mienfoo. I want to get a Fighting-type move going here. It was either going to be that or the Fake Out, and he would switch out just to make sure that I wouldn't get my Fake Out done properly. But I knew that was a Steel type, and I wanted to go for super effective attack. Regardless of what came in, it was going to take a hit. Now, I knew my Mienfoo would not outspeed that Natu, so I instantly hard switched into Tortuga to take whatever's coming. It was the Dazzling Gleam, in fact, and Tortuga took it like a champ. Snapple fact, stupid on my end, he's packing Shell Smash and an Assault Vest. I know. Total accident. Last night when we had this battle, I was wondering, like, well, man, I think I did the items wrong as soon as I hit that. But picked up a crit on that Magnemite, and it was pretty fortunate. So Tortuga's going to switch out. Going to go right into Nosepass because I want a clean switch into somebody else here, and I'm not sure who I wanted to go into. But I had a couple of solid ideas. I'm going to start doing some more chipping damage as everything kind of went on. So I go into Mienfoo. I want to get that Fake Out going. We need to get some damage, and it does a fair amount. He flinches, and the leftover recovery is going to bring him back to almost full. See, just a little bit more. So I got to get rid of them lefties, and that's going to be the thing. So I do some damage getting rid of that. And he comes at me with Scald. I think he's hoping for the burn, the Eevee investment, and he is wearing the Eviolite. He's packing the Eviolite for sure. So the Drain Punch is going to come in, do its thing, which is even better. It's more than helpful. He goes for his Thunderbolt, and this is going to hurt quite a bit. Yeah, even if it is a crit. U-turn out because the Regenerator ability is going to pick up just to do some more chipping damage, and as long as he doesn't have the leftovers anymore, he might try to just let this one faint. So he goes for the Thunderbolt. Super effective stab damage. Let my Citrus Berry do its thing. And I wondered if I could outspeed. I could not. I don't know if it was a speed tie or what, but he gets rid of my Volibee pretty quick. Didn't get to see Volibee do anything but roll backwards onto its broken shell. So Mienfoo has already picked up its Regenerator a little bit, and he's going to withdraw, predicting a Fake Out. He's going to go right back into Monado. And instead I go for U-turn. I wanted the Regenerator recovery. I wanted to get as much HP back as I could. Mienfoo's going to back up, and I'm going to go right into Tortuga. I wondered how much damage like an Aqua Jet would end up doing. And I know that Natu doesn't necessarily have the best of defenses, but I'm curious if that critical hit mattered. So he sends out DeWalt, which is knockoff fighting type. And I go for the Waterfall, and I remember saying to myself, the only thing I want is a flinch. I want a chance, and I want to see how much damage this does. It gets a bit of damage, and I wasn't going for 2 flinches. I just wanted to see how much more damage it could end up doing, so I could go for something like, what is that thing called? An Aqua Jet, just to see how much more damage, and the HP recovery was huge. So he's going to withdraw the DeWalt, because he wants to hold on to it naturally, and Bombardier comes out, predicting me to go for something. I went for the Waterfall. I thought maybe I could do as much damage as I could to that Timber, and let somebody else quick attack him down, whatever, or finish him off the rest of the way. And I go right into Litleo here. You guys remember Litleo? MVP. He goes to the Bulldoze, and I'm like, oh, this hurts. I couldn't believe how much of that I was able to take. My speed drop, Snapple back, the speed drop was plenty to make him outspeed me. And I held on at 1. Fred, that was at 1. Go for that nice and stab flamethrower with the choice specs, and that will finish off the Bombardier. He's going to go right into DeWalt again here, because I know he's packing the Mach Punch, and I still want to hold on to Litleo, because I'm pretty sure Litleo could still do more. I want to say that he could still do more. And I go right into Tortuga to take this Mach Punch. And again, I'm just going to be like, I can't believe how much Tortuga held on. I just want to get some chipping damage as best as possible. Go for that Aqua Jet. See how it does. Almost to the red. He goes for this Drain Punch. Takes me out to the last 16 that I've got. Tortuga can come back to his Pokeball and rest. And he only picked up just a little bit of HP recovery, but he wanted, I guess he wanted to guarantee that he'd be able to put my guy down. So Mienfu's going to come out here, and the Regenerators almost brought him back to full. And Fred's predicting the fake out, so he switches out right away into AAA powered, because if somebody's going to take this fake out, it's going to be him. Her. So I go for the fake out, bring it down to, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5, and I'm a U-turn out. I want to just kind of hold on to this Mienfu and get the HP recovery back up, because, you know, you need it. So Mienfu makes its way back to the Pokeball, and out comes my Froakie. Now Froakie, is not going to have the best of times, because I noticed what this Darwin packs to Retaliate, and that should finish off my guy. I just wanted to make sure that I could get any kind of solid damage. If I could have burned him, that would have been awesome. If not, it didn't really matter to me. Froakie was out there to get a quick hit, and that was it. Now Mienfu comes back out. I'm going for Drain Punch. I know he's going to switch out because he saw the Drain Punch. Why wouldn't you pack Drain Punch? So he brings in DeWalt, who's going to take this Drain Punch not so well. I mean, it's neutral, nice and neutral, you know? So DeWalt is finished, he goes back to his Pokeball, Darwin comes out. Now I know that he's going to go for that Retaliate. I need to do something, so instead of U-turning, I hard switched out into Litleo. He says he was my only other guy, and as soon as he's going to go for Retaliate, I'd rather him go against Litleo and do that. Woo! So Mienfu's going to come back out here. Got to go for that nice and solid fake out just to break down, just to make sure that he can't make any moves. And he got a crit. I don't know if the crit mattered here. I don't think so. And here comes that Drain Punch to finish off this battle. So that's the end of Battle 1. I ended up winning 1-0. I mean, these were some really close battles here. So let's back up. Let's check out this other one with Fred. Let's see what we got here. Fred's issuing the challenge. We got the crazy cool music. Bombardier comes out first. And I have my Mienfu. I'm going for the U-turn. I figured he would stick around because you can get that Bulldoze going. And I did a fair amount of damage to that Bombardier to start. Volibee comes out because I figured he might think I would switch into Litleo. He went for the Bulldoze, and I got the free switch. He's going to withdraw, predicting me to go for, like, a Brave Bird or something. And his Fallout Boy is the one that's got the Sticky Hold Rocky Helmet. Rocky Helmet Award. That Rocky Helmet Award. I did a very fair amount with that foul play. I figured, you know what? I don't want to horse around. I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna go right into Nose Pass. He goes for the Toxic, and it was better that it was Nose Pass. To be honest with you. Because Volibee losing HP continually every turn would have been really, I don't know, extra terrible. So I make the mistake soon. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I go for the Earth Power. I mean, yeah, it's predictable, I know. But it was what I wanted. It's what I needed to go for in case he stuck around, because there's still some bulk in his guy, in his Grimer. So, leftovers recovery, gonna take a bit from the poison. That's gonna be a thing. I gotta get out of here. You know, I gotta hard switch out because he can go for that Horn Leech, and the Horn Leech will probably finish me off. I go right into Volibee, and he's got the Leech Seed going, and I'm like, oh, really? What am I gonna do? I wish I had U-turn. I did. I could have put U-turn on Volibee, but I didn't because it was non-stab. That might be a different story, Eric. So Bombardier's going to back out because he knows the Brave Bird's coming, and he sends in the DeWalt. This was where it got awesome. So I go for the Brave Bird, and I bring him down into the yellow. That was awesome. Though I'm damaged by recoil, it's fine, but now I'm going to be in the yellow, and his DeWalt is going to get a lot more of HP recovery back from the Leech Seed. I don't think I could... I know I don't want to stick around too much with this like that, because it's only going to hurt me more in the long run. So I got a hard switch out just to not deal with that. I go right into Nose Pass. I'm not sure what move he's going to go for, but turns out we both switched this turn. Fallout Boy makes his way back in, and at some point I'm thinking to myself, I gotta set up some Stealth Rocks. You know, I gotta do something. I mean, I'm taking damage here. Come on. So he withdraws the Fallout Boy on the turn that I'm about to set up the Stealth Rocks. He brings in Monado, and they bounce right back at me. And it's still 6-6. His team is 6 to my team is 6. So nobody's lost anybody yet, which is really awesome that we're like 8 turns in and we're doing the right switches, we're doing everything. Monado goes for Trick, and that's not too bad. He outsped. I don't know what he was predicting me to move, but it's fine giving me the leftovers. I have Volt Switch. I hit him pretty hard here. Yeah, pretty hard. He's going to get leftovers recovery at the end of this turn. And now I know that I can use like two of the ones that run this guy, because the special attacks. So pointed stones are going to take into the Enfu. Yeah, that sucks a bit. I think I could have lived without having Stealth Rocks on my side. And he's going to switch, predicting the Fake Out. Goes right back into Fallout Boy. And I went for the Fake Out. I didn't know if he was going to stick around because he would have been super effective, but I think I took more in Rocky Helmet than I dished out in Fake Out. So as long as I know I've got the Regenerator, I'm going to U-turn out. I don't want to stick around, but I take a lot of damage from that. So Volbee's going to make his way back in, and this is what hurt, because next turn I was going to go for Defog, get the stones off of my side of the field. The Poison Jab comes through. It gets a crit, and the poison. And instantly I knew Volibee was cooked, and I was going to have to work around Stealth Rocks on my side of the field. And as some of you guys know from the singles battles, you got to work around rocks being put up on your side. So, Tortuga's going to make his way out, as Fred is currently at 6 to my 5. He's going to switch out because I probably have Earthquake. Bombardier comes out just in time to see that non-stab Earthquake. How does he do? He doesn't do very well. It's not very effective, right? Non-stab, not very effective. Got to get out of that business right there. Go right into Nose Pass, because Nose Pass can take a hit, for the most part. He's going to go for the Leech Seed. He's got to get that HP recovery back as best as possible. If you pack that with the Horn Leech like Fred does, you get copious amounts of HP recovery depending on situations. So there's no denying that that's a useful tool. So Nose Pass takes a little bit more poison, which sucks. And Bombardier goes for the bulk up. I have to scare him away. I have to get Bombardier to not stay around. But I take the turn to set up the Stealth Rocks. It was a big risk, but what do I have to lose? Stealth Rocks are already on my side of the field. So HP recovery is happening for him right there. I'm taking massive amounts of poison damage. I'm choice scarfed into that. So I'm just like, you know what, forget this noise. I'm out. Deuces. Peace out, nerd. So I go right into Froakie. And I was like, is he going to stick around? So he goes for the Bulldoze, which is just fine. brings me down to 33. I'm okay with that. I mean, he did just jack up the speed, and he lowered he jacked up his attack and defense, and I lowered my speed, and that's okay. I went for the Ice Beam on this turn, and his reply is, eat a Bulldoze. And he's like, oh no! Well, Froakie did what he could to help out to put this one down. It is now my 4 to Fred's 6. So Mienfoo walks out into battle. He was like, sup, dog. Or sup, goat. He's going to withdraw that Bombardier to bring in Fallout Boy. That's his answer right now to putting down my Mienfoo, is to make sure that my guy is taking damage every time he dishes an attack. I forget sometimes that Fallout Boy packs Pain Split, which I shouldn't be forgetting that, but I do. So I don't take much away. I think I lost more than I gained, which was fine for the Pain Split, to be honest with you. Yeah, he picked up a little bit. I lost a little bit. I'm still going to go for that Drain Punch to get whatever I can done. I need to do something here, right? So I'm at 58 from 47, and I'm now down to 38. It's hurting me more to hit him than it is otherwise. And I left Mienfoo in to take a Poison Jab. I don't know if the crit mattered, considering that I'm Eviolite, and I think I have the investment in defense and HP, but it was one of those tough decisions, you know? So Tortuga's going to come in here, packing the Earthquake. I got to do something. I need to just put this guy down in any way that I can, and the Aqua Jet is the one thing to do it. So now it is a 4 to 5 lead for Fred. I finally got my first feint. So Bombardier comes in, and he comes in on Stealth Rocks. That is now a 4 to 4 game. Oh no, I'm sorry, 3 to 4. 3 to 4. I forgot about Mienfoo. So Monado comes in on Stealth Rocks, and I'm curious, can Tortuga's Aqua Jet put him down? Yep. From that range, he absolutely could. It is now a 3-3 game. And what Angela said was, looks like you're mounting a little bit of a comeback. And I was like, I'm really hoping to. So AAA comes in on Stealth Rocks, hits me with a Thunderbolt, and I survive at 16. The EQ comes out to do damage, and it does a very fair amount. And he still has his leftovers. And my knockoff Pokemon are gone. So I just want to get damage. I'm not going to switch into anybody on a bad hit and a bad switch. And all I could do was hit him with an Aqua Jet just for more damage. Even if it's the exact same as leftovers recovery, I'm going to do it. And it's now a 2-3, leaving me with my Litleo and I think Nose Pass. So Litleo's got to be the one to walk in here. I didn't want to hit him with Flamethrower, but I went for Hyper Voice instead, figuring if I had to, I could get a clean switch. It's 2-2. He is left with DeWalt and Darwin. Now the thing about these guys, this one resists the fighting, the normal type move, and I wasn't sure how he was invested. I said, you know what, I'm just going to back out, go into Nose Pass, let him take, you know, damage this entire turn, so Litleo can have a cleaner, Litleo can have a chance to refresh its moves. See, I didn't know that the special defense investment on the AAA powered, so I would have just slammed a Flamethrower. But his guy here is packing the Mach Punch. Now this is twice that I've come in on my own Stealth Rocks. So it's now, was it 1-2? I'm going to go for that Flamethrower. I'm going to put his guy down, and we are down to our last ones. And I texted Fred before this, and I said, I think that's a GG because you have Quick Attack. And I knew that, and that would finish me off. And that is how the second game ended. Both of us went 1-1 we're 1-0 in each of the first two games. So now we get to the tiebreaker. Fred makes another switch. He gets rid of Natu for Houndour. And I forgot that he didn't have Natu with him, but let's go ahead and watch this. Once again, can we give a thumbs up for Fred? This was a really fun battle. We were doing this on the Twitch stream last night, and I'll tell you, you guys know that my heart was pounding. At some point, you guys probably heard me trying to calm down by breathing. So he sends out Fallout Boy. Instantly comes out Fallout Boy, and I got a U-turn. I don't really want to take much damage from this guy because he may just go for the toxic, which he could. I mean, there's no harm in that at all, right? So I'm going to go right into Nose Pass. So I might get the option to set up some Stealth Rocks. He goes for the curse here. Now, yeah, I am packing Earth Power, but once again, I said I forgot that he didn't have his Natsu with him. But I said YOLO, and I set up the Stealth Rocks. I seriously did forget about that. And I took a risk, but I was like, alright, you know what? If he's going to do anything, he's going to poison this guy, and it doesn't bother me. I'll just deal with it as it goes, you know? Why not? So Nose Pass is poison, and I'm going to go for the Earth Power. I knew that I outsped, and this is going to do a pretty fair amount for the minimal investment that I had in this one. The Poison Jab comes through, and that's going to do just a little less than what, you know, my move did. My lefty's recovery, he's got Rocky Helmet. I'm glad I'm not hitting him for any physical attacks. Now I'm going to stick around and keep using Earth Power. Still figured YOLO swag here. Snag another one. I remembered the Pain Split was going to be a thing, and it brings him back a little bit. And I know that even with leftovers recovery, the poisoning is still starting to accumulate. I gotta bail. I gotta not be in on this action as I'm stuck at 37 HP. So I just really gotta get out. And he's gonna switch out and go to his Bombardier. Because he knows that one more Earth Power and he won't be able to take it. And I go straight up for the Volt Switch. Like, I'm all deuces. I don't want to take any more hits from your guy. So, Nose Pass makes his way back to the Pokeball. Lit Leo's going to come out. I did this just to see if I could scare away his Bombardier. And the tough thing was, what move am I going to pick? I went for Flamethrower. And after I clicked it, I said, oh shucks, he has that Houndour Flash Fire. I could have made I got lucky that Fred made the switch into this guy, thinking I'd go for something different. The stones helped, and that move did 50% to him. And I'm like, if this brings him into the green, I gotta switch out. And I said, I'm choice spec'd into it. I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower, and that is going to finish off AAA power. 7 turns in, and we finally have our first Pokemon fainted. So it's 6-5 in my favor, and he sends out DeWalt, and I said, he's got that Drain Punch, but I'm invested in defense on this one. So, YOLO, I go for this Flamethrower, I bring him into the yellow, he goes with his Drain Punch, wait till you see, boom, up to 15. And I wondered, is he going to stick around? Is he going to leave DeWalt in? And he did. I thought he was going to Mach Punch me, and he didn't. And even though it's a crit, I don't think that it really mattered, and it becomes a 6-4 win. He might have thought I was going to switch out. So, Darwin's in here as a quick attacker or a retaliate user. I go into Nose Pass because right now, being poisoned, he is the most, I don't want to say expendable, but he didn't have much that he could do other than this. He set up the rocks. He brought down, what's-his-face, the Grimer as much as he could. He did everything that I needed, so I wanted to scare his Eevee away, and I go into this guy. And he goes into Fallout Boy. He comes in on rocks. I go for the Drain Punch. What's amazing is how tanky this Fallout Boy is. Again, this is another turn where I'm losing more HP than I will ever recover. I gotta get out of dodge, and I can do damage at the same time just in case, and I finish off the Fallout Boy, and this becomes a 6-3 battle. So, Mienfu's gotta come back. I gotta make a decision on who to bring in, and I go right away for Froakie. Yeah, Froakie isn't taking great hits, and I saw this one and I said Sucker Punch is coming, and I'm okay with it. Like, anything that I can do, if he doesn't go for Sucker Punch, the Scald is going to finish him. I don't think that crit mattered, guys. That's a 5-3 in favor of me. So Mienfu's going to come out. I can go for that Fake Out, which I got to do. And it did so much. What I didn't know was next turn he'd go for Destiny Bond. He outsped and went for the D-Bond. And my Drain Punch kind of seals the deal for Mienfu. This is one sacrifice that Fred made that changed the game, and it is now a 4-2 game. He took down one of the biggest threats that my team carries. So at a 4-2, he sends out Darwin because I know he's going for the Retaliate, and Tortuga is my next available choice here. This of the Tortugas is a wall. He goes to the Retaliate, and Tortuga goes, what? Tortuga slams out this waterfall, brings him right into the red, and he withdraws the Darwin, and I never noticed when we were battling that it brought him into the red. I just looked up and he had switched him out at some point. He brings in the Bombardier, and all I'm doing is the damage that I was going to do to finish off his Darwin. So Tortuga's going to switch out, and I'm going to bring in the Volibee. Because Volibee is going to resist everything that this guy has to offer, and Leech Seed, yeah, that doesn't bother me one bit. I'm okay with that. Like, totally okay. It's fine. So Horn Leech comes through, and I remember when he got this crit, I thought that was it the crit? Yeah, it was the crit. I was like, I feel like it should have gotten more, but it didn't. So I go for the Brave Bird, kind of, YOLO. I wanted to see just how much damage Volibee would end up doing, and it brought him right down to there. Leech Seed Recovery is going to come in, help out the Skiddo just a little bit more. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stick around. I got this berry. I'll be I8 for now. I can hit him with another Brave Bird, because I don't see him switching in unless he can retaliate, right? So he goes to this Horn Leech, rim at 111, brings it down to 93. Like, okay. He gets his HP up just a little bit, and the Brave Bird comes through. That will finish him off to make it, I think the numbers are at a 4-1 right now. So Bombardier is down, and like I said, I didn't pay attention to this. The Eevee was in the red. And then I remembered I got Stealth Rocks up. And I said, oh no, the Stealth Rocks, and that was GG right there. It was, I thought it was a 3-0 victory. I didn't think it was a 4-0 victory. In fact, I don't know if I actually took accurate numbers, even on the replay. 1, 2, I lost 3. I lost 3 of my guys. Yeah, it's a 3-0. I don't know why the numbers are just like that. It's a 3-0. Yep. That was our battle. Can we get a thumbs up? This PiKappaMuNu is a Little Cup League. The link is in the description. Can we get a thumbs up rating for Fred for the battle that he brought today? I mean, man, seriously, I'll tell you, this was probably the best battle I've ever had. My heart was pounding. I was excited for his team as much as I was for my own team. True story. It's a real rare occurrence when you're also rooting for the other guy, and you feel their pain when you catch a snap of luck. So don't forget to follow the channel. Click the subscribe button so you get notified when new videos get put up. And we're putting up more battle videos as we keep going on. I'm working on a new series for VGC Battle Spot. Fred and I are talking about different teams. I know Jimmy's been working on some different teams. Eric's been working on so many teams, it's not even funny. And Size Matters, the guy who the really awesome art for our channel is done by this man. Yeah, I'm working on a new series, so stay tuned for that one. In the comment section, let me know what you guys thought of this season, and votes on the format for next season if you want, if you can. Singles, doubles, triples, or rotation are the options that we get to choose from, and it's going to be whoever wins is going to make that decision. So, yeah, thumbs up for Fred, subscribe, check out the PiKappaMuNu website, it's in the description, and as always, do something awesome today. I'll catch you on the next one.